Hey guys, Van here from rcnightmare.com. Today we're going to go through the steps involved in replacing the spur gear on a center diff for a Traxxas Slash 4x4. So as you can see, I have the Traxxas 4x4 Slash here. I've already gone ahead and removed the cover that would normally be over here, just so that we can see it a little better. For replacing the spur gear specifically, you actually don't need to remove this cover, but just for demonstration, that's fine. Okay, so what we need to do first is remove the rear assembly from the chassis, and to do that, Traxxas makes it real easy. It's just 4 screws, 2 on the front here, and then 2 on the back, right there and right there. I've already gone ahead and removed that, or them, so just slide it back, easy, just like that. As you can see, the center diff came out. Pretty easy. Okay, and the center diff has replaceable spur gears that are just attached with 3 screws here. So just take them out. And a side note, the spur gears for the center diff are actually different than the ones for the stock slipper gear. So they're not interchangeable. You need to use the gear specifically for the center diff. So here's the 54 tooth. We're replacing it with the 50 tooth gear, however you say that. Reason for this is we were finding that the 54 tooth was having us run a little warm. So hopefully in reducing the number of teeth, we can reduce the temperatures of the truck, which will give us longer run times. And also by going down to a lower tooth spur, what that's going to mean is we're going to have less top end speed, but more torque or more response on the low end. So in other words, quicker off the line, slower on the top end. So what I'm doing here is I'm just putting back the 3 screws that I took out, straightforward. Okay. I like to put them all in a little bit loosely at first, and then come back and tighten them down just in case if the things don't align right. This kind of prevents that or overcomes that. So there you have it, 50 tooth replacing the 54 tooth spur gear. So with that, we can just slot it back into the chassis, put the rear assembly back on, and we're all set. So here we go. Now one thing you're going to need to do is remesh your pinion. Let me just move this over. Remesh the pinion and the spur gear, because I did change the number of teeth that the spur has, right? This means that the gap between the spur and the pinion has changed, and to kind of mitigate damage or for better performance and whatnot, you're going to want to remesh the pinion and spur gear here. Because if you just leave the gap like this, what could happen is the pinion, when you do full throttle from a dead stop, could have too much play, and then it'll start eating into the spur. Same thing can happen if it's too tight too. Okay, so that's in there, and then I'm just going to slide the rear assembly back on. So I like to get the notch on the bottom of the truck here in place, and then just roll the front wheels. Come on the table here, and there you have it. Truck reassembled. Like I said, before this is finished, we're going to need to mesh the gears and that's going to be shown in another video, but pretty much it's this captive screw right here. But check out that video if that's what you're interested in. From here, all you need to do is put that cover back on like so. And there you have it. That's how you go about replacing a spur gear on the center diff for a slash 4x4. If you like our video, please subscribe to our channel. And then if you have questions, you can also post them below or check out our forum at rcnightmare.com. Thanks. Bye-bye.